All right, everybody, welcome to episode number 122 of CoCreative NoCode's Office Hours. I'm your host, Tonya. We're here with members Brittany, Thomas, Ben, and Reece, and then my Kim is here as well. I think we might be expecting Jay and Juan to join us as well. So we'll get started in just a moment, but if this is your first time tuning into Office Hours, what it is we do this every day of the week, Monday through Friday, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific time, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And then we're going to be adding 2 or 3 more times to that that are European friendly, even in the next few weeks here. So stay tuned for that. And essentially what office hours are is our members can come onto our Zoom calls, which we broadcast live to Facebook and then syndiate on YouTube. And they can ask us any question they want regarding bubble, and we will try to answer it. There's no bubble topic that is taboo or not allowed. So bring it all. And we get answers most of the time. We can't guarantee answers because we don't know everything, but we do promise you won't suffer alone. So if you wouldn't mind, if you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, if you could go ahead and smash that like button, make sure to subscribe and get all of those notifications. And we'll go ahead and get started now with, hi, Jay. We'll go ahead and get started with Brittany. Brittany, I'll stop sharing so you can share your screen.
Okay.
And Jay, I'm gonna message, I'll ping Juan and make sure. I think he's just lost track of time.
Okay, let's see, I wrote down a few things. Okay, so I know the first thing that I really want to tackle, and I know it may take a minute because we were working on this before I launched. So I want to know if there's a way around using the Stripe Connect, the Stripe Marketplace one. So my thought process is instead of having the business owner send the money directly to the freelancer, let the money be sent to my Stripe account, and then I pay out the freelancer each Friday. I don't know if that's possible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
So
how
I'd
are
rather
you?
do it that way.
Hi, Juan.
How are
Yeah.
you?
So what you'll do, Brittany, is then is just go ahead and set up the regular Stripe plugin. You have to do something in your account where it doesn't like automatically pay you out.
Okay.
So you maybe Juan, are you familiar with that at all? Like
Sorry,
how
with
to
that,
set
with
it
the-
up
with-
so
with plugin?
with Stripe to make it so that Stripe won't pay you, like send the money to your bank account automatically. It'll just hold the money in your platform account.
But sorry, this is a Stripe Connect, or you are charging directly to the clients?
So that was her question. Is there a way so that you can hold the money in your platform account and then
Yes.
decide when to pay out? Yeah.
Yes.
So
You can have both. You can have like you receive the money, so the money comes into your Stripe account, and you can decide when to do a payout to the contractor or your clients, or you can set an automatic payout like every day, every week, every month. If I'm not wrong, the rate changes.
Okay.
If it is automatic and maybe daily, will be higher the rate, if I'm not wrong. And also you can have a different flow, that is, the app doesn't receive the money. It only takes a cut off of the money, and the money comes directly to your client. So for example, the payment is for $100. Stripe takes like your fees, for example, I don't know, 10%, and pay it to you, and the other 90 comes to the other Stripe account. So you never receive it. So you never need to handle payouts or like nothing like that. This is another setup. They
So
are constant. Sorry?
I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. So is that with Stripe Connect or is that with Stripe Marketplace? Because I thought you couldn't take a percentage using the regular Stripe platform, like the regular plugin on Bubble.
Okay. Oh, good that you mentioned that. If we are using the regular plugin from Bubble, it is a Stripe Connect standard, if I'm not wrong, and you will and it will send the money directly to the client, not to you, and you will only like get your cut off. But you can
But only
do
if you
another
selected to go to a payee, right?
Yes. If you have the standard payment and you have the account, the payee is not the, I forgot how it is the name, but yes, if you are using the standard plugin from Bubble, it goes directly to the client and you get only a cut off. You don't hold them on.
So we're giving Brittany a lot of options here, but let me just ask you the direct question here. If you wanted to pay out your contractors, if you were setting up a marketplace, a gig marketplace, and you wanted to pay out your contractors every Friday, instead of like,
you should not use the Stripe Connect plugin or the Stripe action, because this Stripe action from the Bubble plugin will be not like this, will be to send directly now the money to the contractor.
Right.
Okay.
So you're not going to have a standard setup, but I'm talking about in terms of when you charge the client, can you charge them using, we were having trouble getting the other plugin to work. And thank you, Ben, for sending in the chat what Stripe told you. So we were having trouble getting the regular Stripe plugin to even work with signing people up. So maybe that's where we should start. But I think what you're saying is we would use, I think the best way to go, Brittany, is to use the API connector to set up your Connect accounts. Would you agree, Juan?
Okay. Yes, but partially. You can have a plugin that basically this plugin is a lot of API calls to Stripe, and it is from a pretty recognized developer. It is Copilot.
Yeah.
And they have even courses to check their own API calls, and they can like assist you like for a specific call of that plugin or things like that. I have used it, and it is very robust, and they have like a lot of API calls to do this. I have developed something similar in the past and with that plugin, but I will need to check it, and maybe I will make you lose time right now, but I can check it for a next session maybe.
Okay.
And I have it already created in another app, so we can check it.
So I think that if I understand you correctly, Juan, let me just go from the beginning because I think it's kind of gotten muddled. So we can use the regular Stripe plugin to charge the customer. We just don't want to select that the payee is another user, right? And that will transfer the money into our account, then into the Stripe account, right?
Okay, so you charge it completely and you receive the money. And then you will add up API post call to send the money?
Yes, exactly. So,
yes,
so we'll set up,
possible.
Yeah, so we'll charge them using the regular Stripe plugin, but then we'll set up the Connect accounts and all of the payouts through the API connector. Okay.
This is possible. And now that you mention it, I have this set up in the other app. I create like the connected accounts all with the with the Bubble official plugin, but all the charges with the clients, because this is like a platform for freelancers that can charge public persons in their websites. So it is a mix of those plugins, the official one from Bubble and Copilot one.
Okay. And so what we will do, Brittany, is we will get Juan and I probably can like do a pizza night tomorrow if you're available, Juan. and
Mhm.
we can copy
Mhm.
the right calls into an API connector that we have in another
Okay.
app and just get all of the calls set. And then we can move those calls into your app after we get them set.
Okay. So I have one question.
Sure.
So if we did it this way, how I have it set up now, the freelancer on my end is different from the freelancer on you guys' end, because they're the one who is charging. So it's going to be a little different, but they will be the ones receiving the payout. My question is, so I have them, they have to set up a Stripe account, but I don't want it that way. So I want it to seem like they can just put in their card information and know that the money is going to be sent to their card. And the reason why I'm asking is because I know that Instacart, and I'm kind of going off of other people's apps and stuff, and I know that Instacart uses Stripe. And because I used to shop for Instacart during my free time, and I only had to put in my card information. I never had to make a Stripe account, but I know that they use Stripe for their payouts and stuff. So, or whatever kind of connection they have. So I'm trying to figure out what possible way can I make a payout without having the freelancers make a Stripe account, because
I don't know. That's a good question. That might be something that's done custom for Instacart because it's Instacart.
Right.
I know that I have been able to set up payments through my card with with Cash App, but again, it's Cash App.
Right.
So let me just Google it real quick.
Right. The reason why I'm asking is because I'm actually having, a lot of people sign up. When I first launched, it was
that's
only
awesome.
like 4 people.
Congratulations.
So yeah, thank you. So I think I'm at like 40 people.
That's
And
amazing.
yeah. The only thing is and I had somebody sit in the front of me and sign up just so I could see them, using it and what they were saying about it. And one of them was a freelancer. And she was saying, oh, I got to set up another account. I already have PayPal. I already have all this other stuff, Venmo. I don't even know what Stripe is, So I took that into account, that some people don't know what Stripe is and they don't quite trust it. And I understand that they trust PayPal a little more. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure, I just want to give the people what they want. So
I wouldn't worry too much about that because they don't necessarily know what Stripe is, but if they look it up or whatever, they will. And plenty of people do, and more people do every day.
Right.
We generally work with Stripe in all of the apps that we set up through our work at AirDev. I've only used PayPal in one instance, and it was for payouts, but it was not for like business people. It was like for consumers.
Okay.
And PayPal is super expensive.
Yeah, it is.
I've heard that.
Expensive. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to find it. Let me, while I'm still not sharing my screen, you keep sharing yours. I'm gonna go into my Stripe and look at. Let's see. Because I had somebody sign up today who I haven't charged yet. So I might have just what I need to test this. That's incredible, Brittany, that you have 40 people signed up.
Yeah, I've been using Facebook ads, and I've been just keeping it rolling and rolling I think it's been going for like 2 weeks now. So
that's amazing. I mean, that's just really, really good. No, even using Facebook ads to get that many people signed up, that's a really big deal.
Yeah. And everybody's messaging, because it's new and they're just trying to make sure, it's a legit company. They're asking a lot of questions and making a lot of suggestions, which I really like. So I'm just trying to keep moving forward. No one has
Nope,
actually.
that's not right. Okay, let me see. Create invoice, create quote, edit, adjust balance. Like coupon. I don't see a way to do it. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to ask. If either of the couple of people who happen to be watching this live, if you have any suggestions on whether or not it's possible to make payments to somebody's debit card or to their credit card on file, we would love to hear your input for that. Yeah, let's ask, we'll ask our network of people, and we can ask Justin and Pablo tomorrow if they know how to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it
Give
can
me a
be
second.
done. I
I will
just
need
don't
to
know if it's a
disconnect
product.
1 second, and I will
Okay, no
connect
worries.
again. Okay.
Okay,
Give me a second. Bye.
yeah, so we'll check for sure.
Okay. Should I stop sharing now, or you want me to wait?
Yep, you can stop sharing, and
Okay.
I will get off of the screen that I'm not supposed to show people.
Wait, how do I? Oh, I see it. Okay.
And then, yep. And then Jay, we're coming to you just as soon as Juan
No
gets
worries.
back.
I can
How
wait.
are you?
Just fine. How about you?
Good. Thanks. I want to introduce you to Ben. You're going to be seeing Ben. Oh, he hopped off. Maybe something happened. He was here, but he's
Follow
going to be
me.
joining us more often. He's a new member. Can you guys hear me okay? My computer is saying I have low system resources.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
can hear you.
Okay, cool.
I can barely hear you, Jay. I will say that.
Yeah, I'm using a different computer than usual. I'm just
Because
living
it's
room.
bedtime.
well, not quite, but it's definitely try to relax time, which isn't happening. Not because of you guys. It's just been a busy night in a good way.
Yeah. Thanks, Yamasan. I appreciate the link that you sent over for Stripe Connect payouts. I'm familiar with doing payouts to connect accounts. I think that Brittany is asking if there's a way to sign people up as customers, not through Connect, and then just make payments to their cards. And I think that the answer is probably going to be no, but we'll do some research and double check that. So let's see here. Reece, did you bring anything for this evening? I think I forgot to say hello, Reece.
No, that's okay. Actually, I did, and it has to do with payments. So.
Okay. Do you want to share your screen, or do you want me to keep sharing mine?
No. So just a question to start off with.
Sure.
So obviously you've got your normal payments, and I'm just doing manual transactions at the moment where I will be, adding it manually to people's wallets. My question is if you give promo payments or like you credit somebody's account, I'm wondering how you can apply something to the actual amount to differentiate it from real payments, if that makes sense.
Say it one more time. So you're manually entering things. Oh, I think I understand what you mean.
So there's real money coming onto the platform that will be credited to people's accounts, and then there's also promo credit which you give people for as a sign up bonus or something like that. But if the two get mixed together, it's hard to differentiate where the real money is going and where the bonus money is going.
Got it. So okay. For the bonus money, is that being like, are all of the deposits, and I'm using air quotes, all the deposits like something that is a thing in your database?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like you need a type. So you would add like a field that's the type, so that you can say like whether it's real transaction or it's a promo or however you want to put it. And then
Yeah.
for your reporting, you like at some point they're going to use the promo money and then it will be out of the system, right?
Mhm.
Like, but you'll like in terms of their like the ledger that you're going to keep about that person, which is just your repeating group of their transactions, you would just have a status next to any of the promo deposits.
Yeah, so at the moment, everything that's added or removed is listed as a transaction, and it already has a type next to it. I'm just wondering if the two get mixed up. Is there, it's like if there's 100, let's just say, for the sake of argument, it's $100, right? 50 of that was a bonus, and 50 was a deposit, and they spend 20 of that. How do you know? I'm just trying to wrap my head around how do you know which is which?
I mean, I would use the promo money when they don't have any real money.
Yeah, that's kind of not possible. It just depends on if they get like a promo code or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I'm overthinking this, and maybe the type thing is enough, but yeah, I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, I mean, what's the problem exactly? Like, what's the problem exactly that you're facing? Is it that you're like having trouble accounting how much you're making because you don't know how much of the money that's in there is promo versus real?
Yeah, so it'd come down to commissions, right? Because I'm taking a commission on each match. And if people are using promo money, and I'm taking a commission of that, it's hard to determine whether that's I'm getting a commission on the promo money or if it's the real money that they're using.
Are you taking a commission for both?
Yeah,
I
because
guess,
they all go to the one thing. They all just go to matches.
okay, but if you get a commission that's fake money, there's not real money behind it.
No, no.
Okay, so you're trying to ascertain how much you've made in commissions and real money. Is that the problem?
No, it's more of a management thing, so I can see what's going in and out of the platform. So if I take a commission, even if it's on money that, like, so if they get bonus money, right, and they use it to win in a match, and then that raises that above the minimum withdrawal limit, then they can withdraw that. That's no problem. I'm just wondering about taking a commission on each one of those matches and just monitoring it. It just seems complex.
I mean, I would. Like your system is set not to pay attention to whether it's real money or fake money that's being played, right? So you're taking this commission on both, right? So I would set up my system to either use real money or fake money first, right? Like, so like if a person has promo money, I wouldn't use any of their real money anymore until the promo money is gone, right? And then I would have to you would have to like you know what the commissions
that still ends up as monitoring it anyway, because everybody else who plays may be using real money. So it's not this person's using internal credits and then everybody else is using, sorry, gifted, let's just call them bonus payments. It's not like they're challenging everybody else who's also got bonus payments. You know what I mean? They might be using real money.
Okay, it's really, really hard to work on this without seeing your screen and understanding like what you're actually dealing with.
Right.
Like I'm having a hard time visualizing like what are you trying to get on the page that you're not seeing that you can't see right now. And like you're like it's for reporting purposes, but I mean, I guess if you're not if you're not going to separate it out and say, well, this is play money versus this is real money, right? And separate it out as a type, and then actually like take that into account as the game is being played or whatever, then I don't know how you're going to like account for it. The other thing you could do is you could just like in your commissions, because you get paid a commission when they actually use the balance, right? But you can offset your commissions or something like when you put the play money in their accounts or something. I'm not entirely like, I need to see what I'm dealing with to give you advice. So
Yeah. Okay.
it's just really hard when I can't see it. Sorry.
Well, there's
Hi,
nothing.
Kim.
There's nothing to really visualize at this point, as I don't really have anything on the screen to show to represent that. It's more to do with the end goal of reporting, where I'll take the data and I'll look at it and I'll be able to determine what's been used as the internal credits, the bonus credits, and what's been used as real money, and then be able to say, okay, so this is
Like,
the
I
actual.
would just do that per transaction and then keep a tally of it somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So like per transaction, you're gonna know like per match, basically, certain players are going to be playing like, because I'm guessing it's possible if I have like $1 left of play money and then I have $10 of real money, it's possible that part of my buy-in could be play money and part of it could be real money, right? On one match, like, because you're treating it all the same.
Yeah.
So like if I have $11 and one of those dollars is play money and the other 10 is real money and the buy-in is $2, then it's possible that one of those dollars is not real and one of them is.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's all classified as real because they can, if they win enough, they can take it out of the platform because it's just it's internal credit. So.
But you're not earning a commission on that technically. Like, you're earning a commission on it, but like in terms of the system, but there's no real money that's been deposited to.
That's
so call it.
That's what I'm trying to separate. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I'm saying if you're going to continue treating it all the same as like real money, then you're going to like, unless you build in a way in the database to differentiate that for accounting purposes, you're going to continue suffering that problem.
Well, that's what I mean. So that's what I'm asking about, what I could
do. Which is where I said, like, start keeping track of the deposits and everything like per wallet, right? So per user's wallet, there will be a string of transactions, including deposits and withdrawals.
Yep.
And the withdrawals would be for like when they put money on a match, right? And so I would start keeping track of have their wallet keep a balance, but keep two, right? So keep a balance of play and keep a balance of real, right? And then keep track of that. And that's what I mean by only take from promo. When they have any in promo, take it from promo first, right? And use it. And then as you're like, that'll help you keep track of like when you actually have the match happen, you can even keep track of, okay, here are all of the buy-ins, here's how much of that's promo, right? Or for however you're keeping track of your commission, like you will know exactly how much the person put into the match that's play money versus real money, right? And so you can calculate your commission if there is one, if there is a real commission.
If the two are mixed together though, within one single transaction, how does?
Well, you're going to have a total that they can work with, that they can play with, right? Do the matches with, right? And that total can come from adding up their play money and their and they're real money, right? So you can still treat that total as real money to play with. But when you go to actually create the thing in the database, you're going to check and say, okay, am I taking this from play money, or am I taking it from real money, or am I taking it from both? And if I'm taking it from both, I need to know how much of it is coming from play money so I can keep track of this.
Right.
Yeah, what you're asking is not just difficult for me to visualize, but it's also tricky in general.
Yeah. Hence my problem.
Yeah. So like I would probably start with, okay, so I know in your database that you have, so you have the wallet, right?
Mhm.
And you have transaction. Is that right? It's a thing
Yep.
in the database? Okay.
Sure.
And then you have match,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
And then you have users. So users have wallets. Wallets have balances, right?
Yep.
So one of the fields of the wallet is the balance. And this is the real balance that they can play with, they can use. And they are playing for real money, even if their balance is made up part of play money and part of real money, right?
Yep. Correct.
So here, the balance is a number, right? So what I'm saying is you need to say promo balance, which is a number that you're going to be keeping track of, so that we know that this number minus this number is how much real money is in here.
Okay.
Hang on just a second. I'm going to close my door because the cat opened it. I'll be right back.
Sure.
There's apparently a party going on in my living room. So, all right. So yeah, there's you just like need to keep track of this number. And then how are you keeping track of your commissions? Is there a commission thing in your database?
There is, yes.
Okay. So your commission, and this is going to be per player per match
Yeah, well, it's 10% of overall pot. So yeah, same thing.
of the pot. So it's per match then,
Yes.
right? So, okay. So in your match, you're going to have a pot, and that's going to be a number, and that's going to be a balance, right? And then you're going to need to keep here promo pot, right? You're going to have to keep track of how much is going into that pot that's not real money, right? And the way you do that is every user's wallet that is contributing to this pot, you're going to have to add it to the pot, whatever is coming like in, but also keep track of how, if it's coming from their promo balance.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, when I create it, through one of my workflows, when I create the match in the beginning, the commission is automatically calculated right then and there. So it's more just a number that's there, and then once the match is complete, then obviously that money is taken out of other people's accounts, it's returned to other people, and then it's also calculated again. Sorry, so let me say this. The total amount, like I've got a field called display prize, which is the total prize minus my commission. So that's then distributed among the players that win.
That's a thing in your database?
Yes.
Okay, it's called display
No,
prize.
sorry, that's a field. That's
on
a field.
which data type?
Match.
Match. Okay. Display what? Prize.
Prize.
Okay. And that's a number?
Yes.
Okay.
So I already know how much the prize is going to be, right? If there's 5 players, 100 each, minus 10%, and then that's what the display price will be. So when it comes to the payouts at the end, I just get the display price divided by how many people there are and send that to each person.
And seeing that to each person. Okay. Yeah. But then the match is going to be associated with a commission that's of type commission, right?
Yes. Well, no, the commission is its own data type.
Right. I know. So it's of type commission like that, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay. So a match has a commission associated with it. And right now you're creating this commission and you know how much it is when the match is created, right? And that's true. You will know the balance, the total balance of the commission. The part that you won't know, so here's the balance of the commission is a number, right? What you don't know is how much of that balance is coming from the promo money, right? That's the number that you have to figure out when are you going to track this? And my guess is you start adding, you can know this number up front and go ahead and create it. But every time you add a new player buys in, you're going to be adding to this balance if they're playing with promo money.
Okay.
Right? Because then what you're going to do when you say the commission here is you're going to subtract the promo balance from the balance to know how much is actually your commission.
Okay.
So like every time someone joins the match, you compare how they've paid and you make sure that the percentage of that's coming in promo, like that you're adding it to this, like the commission on that to this promo balance. And that's how you'll keep track of what's real and what's not.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah.
It sounds like you're also going to need to do the same thing for your prizes on the match though. Because you have the display prize and for your accounting purposes, like it's totally possible that you have several people who are playing with promo money and you're just actually paying out dollars, right? So you're probably going to need to keep track not just of how much of your commission is real, but also like how much of the display prize is being covered by real money versus not, because that's going to be your cost to run things.
Is it, do you think there's a way that I can do this without changing the actual workflows?
No.
Because that's just like a.
Yeah. It's refactoring to yeah, you're gonna have to refactor your workflows to take this into account. So yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, for the commission part, I think it's adding to your workflows. I don't think it's like taking away and changing anything drastic, right? It's just adding to what you're keeping track of. And then for the display prize, I think it's probably the same thing. You're just going to add fields and add to your workflows. So it's not going to be changing what exists. It's just going to be adding some tracking to what exists.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Thank you. I'll have to rethink it.
Yeah, no worries. You're welcome.
Awesome. Thanks, Tonya.
Yeah. All right, Jay, Juan is here.
I think that my questions were pretty much general about uploading CSVs to the database.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a lot of them, and honestly, I don't remember exactly what my question was. It was a day ago. But I know one thing I had a problem with was, you know how you upload, I'm using the lowest level paid plan, so my sheets can only be 100 lines. So I upload the CSV. But if there's a problem, you know how it checks the first 10 rows and that's all good. But if there's a problem like after one of those rows and it says, the upload failed, what I thought it was supposed to do was kind of unwind what it did and set you back to 0. It's not doing that. And what I have to do is then go into the database, do a constraint for all records that were uploaded after the time of the failure and then delete them.
Yeah, this is very frustrating. This is the way that Bubble handles it. But what I do is instead of doing the stuff from Bubble, I delete from my CSV. First I save a backup of the CSV, right? So to keep all the information secure. But then with a copy, I upload it, and if there are any issues and it uploaded, I don't know, 90 rows, I delete those first ones from the CSV and upload the next 10, for example.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You're
Also,
more organized than me.
sorry?
You're more organized than me. I have a horror of spreadsheets. As soon as I get more
Oh.
than one, I start making messes.
But may I give you a suggestion, or that
Sure.
it is very, very, very important, the organization, and try to invest a little bit of time in naming all in your app super organized name, give all names that you will remember later. So the more explicit, the best, believe me. And try to add notes or things like that. But at least all the elements in your app very organized, all very clean. Don't use too much colors. And from your CSV sites and things like that, the same. Believe me that this is the best time that you can invest, because this will save you a lot of time later. Even with your own app, you will notice that
Yeah.
you begin forgetting things.
Oh yeah, I totally will.
Yes.
Yeah, I found that the first few that I did took forever, and it was super frustrating and alarming because it was so bad, going so badly. But I've learned a lot of lessons in the past 2 weeks about, like you said, organization, naming conventions, and also getting a lot better at checking the sheets, looking for what I know are likely to be problems before I even try. And then I also created I replicated the in my dev environment. I replicated the most complicated databases with a sandbox database. So I try to upload to those first, and then it doesn't matter. When I'm done for the day, I just delete all. And then as soon as it goes up in there, I know that it's good, and then I send it to the real database, and then I copy it also to my dev. Is best practice when you're is it it's best practice, I assume, to make sure that your dev matches as closely as possible to your live database?
No, I don't think so. No, you can have like different data. What I do sometimes with client apps, for example, is, and mostly when the build was so time ago, so the data is really different. When I need to debug something that the client needs, or something that is not working as expected, I copy live database to the test database. I debug with the test version of the database, being careful to don't send emails to that users, because even if it is test database, you have the real email because you copied it from the live version, right? But what I do is something like that. I fix the bug, test in test database, and then I revert the test database to the previous state where you only have dummy data.
Okay.
But yes, it doesn't, I don't think it is a best practice to have the database very similar. No, even can be risky, because if you have real emails in your test database and you are doing, I don't know, adding a new feature and you're testing it, or I don't know, you can
Yeah,
send
he means like real
wrong
email
emails, or
addresses to users.
I'm thinking more of the, I wasn't thinking about the user database. That I'm not worried about because it does what it does. I don't have to worry about it. It's the ones that have all the plant data and the
Oh
page
yes,
data and the menu
yes,
data.
that
There's a
can
lot of
be
that.
important. And you can copy from the live database only an object, right? So you can copy only
Yeah.
the plants and things like that. Yes, I think this is good. I do something similar like this, and it is good.
Okay, awesome.
Thank
Thank you.
worry about that. No, no worries.
I launched today, so I have a lot of worries. I'm completely worried.
Wait, you launched today? Did you just say you
Yeah.
launched today? Oh, that's
did.
amazing.
It
Oh,
was a super
you
little
launched it.
launch. I just shared it with a few
Oh, that's
Facebook
nice.
groups. We've got
I
That's
heard
two.
awesome.
launch
I'm just
that eat to eat, and I was like, oh, okay.
That's a huge celebration for tonight. Like we have Brittany with
yeah,
like 40 users and you just launched today. That's fantastic.
yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, now I'm worried about all the breaking, and I went in and found some things that I'm sure I checked before and they were fine, but they're not fine now. Actually, let me show you, unless someone else is waiting. I think it's kind of quiet here tonight.
Mhm.
Oh no, you got a lot of people.
Yeah, we have plenty of people.
Well, I have I'm trying to send data to a group, and weirdly, I have two text boxes, one right next to the other. They're the same, but one is the data is passing to one, but not the other, and I'm not sure why.
Do you want me to stop sharing so you can share?
Yeah, would that be
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we have a lot of people on, but I checked with everyone and I think we're through all of the questions, or at least the first round of questions.
Okay.
If anybody has any more questions, something that we're going to start doing as we have more people attend office hours is you can go ahead and put your question in the chat in the Zoom. And that can kind of like let me know that you have a question and can come to it.
Well, that was weird. Here it is working as it should. I knew it was working, but then it's not. Okay, this is a problem I can troubleshoot. I mean, I understand. Why is it doing that? It's got to be in the conditional. Ah, all right.
What is our saying is like, when in doubt, check the
Yes.
privacy rules.
But for responsive versus
No, I'm
full
just,
screen,
no, I'm teasing you.
I
That's
thought you were
just,
going to say, when in doubt, just have Tonya gaze upon it and it will fix itself.
that's
You say
true.
laughing.
That's
Well, as
true.
soon
Just
as it's
let me
live
look at it.
streaming and you say you have a problem and you go show it and there's no problem, you look like an idiot. You know that it's preserved for forever in Facebook and YouTube.
Well,
All
okay.
right.
I'm
At least
I'm the queen of that, so you're good.
All right, I'm going to stop sharing because now that I know that the problem is got to be a conditional, I can track it down. Thank you.
Yeah.
No worries.
Does anybody else have any questions for this evening? Anything else you want to cover?
I think I may have another question.
Sure.
Let me look at my list. One second.
That list is coming in handy, isn't it, Brittany?
Right.
We-
I'm just marking off stuff, going right down.
That's how it works.
So let me see what I want to ask. Okay, so this may be something easy to fix, but I really just don't know how to do it. I'm going to share my screen. And I think I may have asked about this before, but I never came back to it. So actually, I actually have two questions now that I'm on this page. I forgot something that I forgot about. Where is the page I'm looking for? So here I have it where you can actually type in a response that isn't a choice that isn't here, but I would like for that choice to be saved on the whole platform if that's possible. So say if, because I don't know all of the crafting terminology or whatever people are doing. So if they have something on here that is not available in one of these drop-down boxes, how can they type that in and it be saved to the list, or that's not possible?
So it's not going to be paused. So you have static choices, I don't think you're going to be able to update that. You would be able to update it if, I don't know how we would do that with like a drop down with dynamic choices. Then you could maybe save it if it was also an input, but it would kind of like, I don't know that you'd be able to use a regular drop down for that. Like you'd maybe have to almost fake a drop down.
Right.
What do you think, Juan, since you're still here?
Yeah, I'm here. But sorry, can you repeat? I was not.
So she has
subject.
static choices for a drop down, but she wants to save the user's choice. Well, first of all, Brittany, I would advise against doing that. And the
Yes,
reason I would
please
advise
use an option set.
against doing that is it's going to be, well, yeah, use an option set, which you already know how to do. But then the other piece of that is you wouldn't be able to update the option set on the fly, and you don't want to, because people will put 10 misspellings of the same thing
Right.
into your database, right? So I think like if what they have is not available, you might just make like, I don't know,
Yes, for
like
example,
a
they
little
can
thing
type
where you don't
printing.
see
Use
Yeah.
other. Use other.
Use what now?
other, like an
Oh,
other
got
choice.
you. Well, see, the thing
And
is,
then
they can always type it in so is there any way to, instead of letting it save from their on their end,
to
is
come
there
to
any
you to
way-
a request.
right, or
Yes,
something,
like
you know,
open a
to
pop-up.
add?
You can open a pop-up, for example, like
Mhm,
don't find your type or your category,
mhm.
and they can it opens a pop-up and they can type it and it will send you an email and then you can
Right.
create it.
Okay, that's a
Yep.
good idea.
Also, yeah, you can create a database object with all the suggestions of clients.
Mhm.
And maybe that can be, for example, like categories. That this can be a database object instead of an option set. So you can set also a field that is active or not, or inactive, yes. And all the options that they create will be inactive until you set it as yes, live or something like that. This is like another way you can receive it. Yeah. Or pending approval, so they can select it, but you can later change it for the proper value. Because
Right.
if not, you will find that you will have a lot of trash in your database, and doing updates to the database massively in Babel is a nightmare, believe me.
Okay, I may go with the suggested pop-up or something. So with that being said, my mind is still wondering here. So if I don't know what you call a little, it's not necessarily a pop-up, but like, you know how if you hover over something, then a little bubble chat thing will come up. Is there any way to do that? Like, say if they're hovering over it, and I could put some here that says, if you want to suggest a craft type, click this, and it'll send it, then it'll show the pop-up that it can start typing in, or no? You understand? So say, you know how it shows up if you hover this, like if you hover over this for a minute, it'll show
yes,
this.
it can be a group focus. It is called group focus.
It's
so
called
type there in the top, search for new element in the left there, group. There is group focus below. And you add it, and you will select to which element you want to reference it. So this is a multi drop
this
down,
one
if I'm not wrong.
is the multi drop down. Okay.
Yes, you can copy that. The name. Yeah. But select the text first, please.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's late.
Control A, and it will select all the text.
And now Control C. Now, how do I get back to the little?
In the left element 3, it is called group focus.
Oh, okay,
A,
I see.
And reference and paste. Command V, Control V. There is it.
Oh. Okay.
And now it will ask you, okay, where it should be the location based on that reference. So at the top and at the left. So try adding 50 and 100 to see how it looks. And then, okay, begin playing with it. Do you want it there? Or you want it maybe add it maybe 20, vertical 20, maybe to make it closer to it?
So I can't just, I sure can.
No,
Okay.
no, sorry.
So you
Offset
said
will be 20, for example. 20 or 0? How do you like it? Very close to it?
Yeah, I kind of want it a little closer.
More closer? Like
say if
at the top, you can add minus 60, maybe?
Okay.
More, minus 100.
Yeah, that's good.
And offset will be 0, maybe? And you can make it bigger, the group focus, to make to be the same.
Okay.
On the other one.
So I don't know if I wanted to cover it. I guess I could just play around with it.
And there you can add inputs, texts, yeah, a lot of things. You can make it taller, so you can expand it to the top. Maybe no, with the other one. With no.
Oh, right here, heighten.
Yes, but you can stretch it up from the top square. From there.
Got you.
Oh no, sorry. You need to add more offset. Like minus 300, for example, and then you can make it taller. No, but the offset. And then you can stretch it from this.
We'll see.
Yeah, and you can change the color, add text, like a title, an input, a button.
Okay, thank you. I can probably do all that other stuff on the back end. Okay, thanks.
Oh, sorry, you need an action to display it.
Oh, got you. So
can you go to the work? No, to the select the multi drop down. Right click, please. Start edit workflow, please.
Very bottom. Very bottom last one.
Got you. I don't know to go through it that way.
Oh no, but this will not work.
Either.
Sorry, you need. Can you delete it, because it will only work when you change the value, and you want it when you hover it, maybe.
So they will be conditional, right?
Sometimes it works and sometimes not. But 1 second. When do you want to show it? When the user clicks something, like I don't see my options or something like that.
So if if the user starts to type, then that means they don't see what they're looking for in the list. So is there a way to show it?
Okay, you can add a small tag below or above the input that says something like, don't see what you're looking for. And you can add a workflow that when click it, show this group focus.
Okay. All right. So
yeah, you can add it for now below. Yeah.
Let me change this.
Change to maybe 12 or something very small. Yeah. And then you can update the style.
Oh my goodness, I can't type.
I'm the same, and I don't speak English very well, so for me it's even worse.
Okay, so now
you speak English very well, Juan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You speak it with an accent, but you speak it very well.
Now, can you click start edit workflow, please?
Okay.
There. And now you will type show an element. Yes, this one. And select the group focus A.
Oh, that's not right.
Let's focus.
Um,
Can you type focus maybe? Group focus A.
there you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it is this.
All right.
And the behavior of these kind of groups is that when you click outside it, it will close, auto close. So you should have this in mind. So be careful, for example, when you are using search inputs that you type like enter or something like that, it will auto close and you will say like, oh, why this is closing? I don't want it to close. You cannot make it to don't close. What you need to do is to add an action that after the input value changes, open the group focus again. So it is like a workaround, like a tricky. Yeah.
Okay. All righty. Thank you so much.
Don't worry.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Juan.
Thank you.
All right. Sander, I saw you join us. Did you bring anything for us this evening?
Yes, if you still have a little bit of time, I have a little question. I don't think it's really difficult. It's about a filter for a repeating group that I want to create. I will share my screen, then you can see what I try to achieve.
Perfect.
Okay, I guess you're seeing the right screen.
Open for hire? Is that the right
yes.
screen? Okay.
Yes. So this repeating group with a lot of staff members here, we can generate a filter. Are they open for hire? Yes or no? So that's all working. But then here I have skills. It's something in the database. What I want, as you can see here, they have here the primary skills, secondary skill, third skills, or oral skills. What I want is if I click here for the primary skill, that I only saw people that it also have as their primary skill. But for some reason, it was not working after the first time I tried, and then I did something else. So maybe it's really easy to fix it. But we will take a look together maybe.
Sure. So what's
I will show the database as well. Okay, so for the data types, what I have here is the primary skills, secondary skills, and third skills are 3 different data types. And then for a user, sorry, I will show it here, it's easier. So the primary skill, secondary skill, and the third skill. And then for a user, each user have a list of skills. So this the primary skill is just a list of primary skills. What I had already for generating these things, that that they still remember which things we have. We put it already in state. So here all the filters are in a state. So I put here selected primary skill. It's a primary skill, and then a list. The same for secondary and third one as well. But then here in the search, Let me take it. Maybe it's working now, but I don't think so. So primary skill, it should filter only the ones that are in the state. So I guess it's contain, and then the states. It's this one.
Okay, so are you the,
And that's the state, but then it just give me an error back.
group search containers selected? Is that what your state is called? Is the group search containers like selected?
Selected primary
Selected primary
skill.
skills, and that's a list. So they're both lists. Okay, so my first question is when they select multiple skills, are you wanting to show any of the things that have any of those skills? So an inclusive or do you want
Yeah.
to? Yeah, okay, so an inclusive. That's tricky, actually, and we've bumped up against that a couple times. So Juan, I'm very glad you stayed, friend. Thank you. Do you know how to do that? Like how to create the inclusive ors?
Okay, give me a second. I need you. Sorry, a quick update of it again.
Sure, no worries. I know you're working.
Mhm.
Yeah, so essentially he has, go back to the preview page.
Mhm.
Sander.
Yeah, I will put them on the same tab. It's easier.
So when he selects the different skills, he's creating the list in a repeating group. Or sorry, not a repeating group, in a custom state list. And then, but he wants to show things. So first we need to figure out the expression, but then what he wants is he wants to show any of them that contain any of those skills, not to exclude things that don't have all of those skills.
Okay. Okay, so if they select each time that they select more skills, the more data will be retrieved. More persons will be shown in the results. Right?
Yeah, indeed.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so and how is stored that in the user object? Can I see it, please?
Yes.
It is a list of
So
the
the
skills.
database again, yeah.
It's over here. I will do it like this. It's easier. Okay, database. So I put here the primary skill. I have also the secondary and the third skill, but yeah, these are working the same. And then in the user profile, I have just here a primary skill, and that's a list of these skills.
And that repeating group in the filters is only for primary skills, or it also contains second skills and third skills?
It's both. So if I click on so these are states. If I click on this one, then he show up the primary skill here. These are the secondary. If I click on these, and then you can see these are the third.
Oh, okay.
These are 3 repeating groups in each other. So it's over here. It looks a bit messy, but
yeah, I was checking because and if you
I
select
generate
the
them
first
with
one,
states.
should
Wait,
be
I can show you the states that I'm generating here. It's the selected primary skills. It's just a primary skill, and then I make a list of it. So each time if a user clicks on this button in the workflows, I generate it as I add it to the list in my states.
okay. So give me a second. I am thinking. because this can slow a lot your searches. So if you have a lot of filters there, and maybe it is working fine with, I don't know, 100 records, but when you have a lot, it will be very slow to handle that amount of data, because I am showing that you have also a fuzzy search element. You are using it for this search too.
Yes,
Because
indeed.
what
It's
this element,
for if they are searching for some name or anything. But otherwise, I can just discuss with the
because
clients
this,
to leave these things, of course.
yeah, because for example, this just to mention it for for the future, for your use cases, this fuzzy search is very nice, but be careful when using it with more than maybe 200 rows. Why? The way it works is that it retrieves all the data first into the client's browser. So if you have 1 million records in your database of users, it will download 1 million records. And then it begins filtering from the client side, right? So if you have maybe 1,000 records, it crashes. I mean, it depends on the RAM of the user, it depends on the internet speed connection, a lot of variables.
Yeah, of course.
So it depends how much time it takes to broke. But yeah, just in case to be careful with that plugin. I love it, but for me, I only use it when it is necessary and for a small amount of data.
Okay. And is there a better solution to make
Yes.
a filter like this?
I was.
For
So like what are you what are you searching?
just a filter
the
if these are all members of a company, for example. Yeah, if they type their name, for example, then it should show up a list with all the persons with that name.
Okay. Paco, sorry. What I will do for this kind of filters, because you have a lot of possibilities, is to create a pop-up and begin adding some variables that will be repeating groups, and handle each complex search from there and with a main search. So let's create a pop-up and I will explain you.
Okay.
Okay, then add a repeating group there, please.
Oh. Yes. Okay.
And then can you double click on it, please? Select user, please. And this will be, forget that this is a repeating group. Just call it variable or var, for example, var primary skills. Yeah, for now. Or maybe something more specific, var users with primary skills, or yeah, with match, or like var, but I always use var at the beginning. So when you are debugging it or trying to search it, it is faster to, yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah, it is only too much. I mean, what we will do is like take a big problem and tackle it in small parts. So you have a big problem that is a search with a lot of filters. So what you will do first is like have a main search, then add each filter. Like one search with only one filter, all simple searches. And then you like merge all of them. But don't worry, we will begin from the simple one.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so now select the type of content, user, and data source will be do a search for users. And yeah, add a new constraint, primary skills. It contains.
Yeah, and then the state I made.
But sorry, this state is a list. It is not a single element, right?
Sorry?
Right. That's
Yes.
true.
So, yes, because if you can select multiple of them, so you cannot say contains for a list. It contains works only with one element. So this should be an intersect, but this should be with a. Give me a second, because an intersect can also slow down a lot your search. Give a second. I'm searching something here.
Is this the same client, Sander, that we did the call together with, you and me?
Yeah, indeed, exactly.
Awesome. I like what you've done with the place.
Thank you. Yeah, indeed. It is normally at the end of this week, totally finished. So.
That's awesome. He must
And
be
he said he
thrilled.
liked it as well. So.
Has he seen it yet, or not yet
and
at all?
yeah,
Okay.
it's almost the final feedback round. He see all the other things. He just asked to add these filters, so all the other filters were there before. He just asked to add the filters of the different skills. But yeah, I tried and it was not working. So.
Did you consider keeping the skills in the same data type and then just having a like type in that one data type for like whether or not it's going to be set as one of their primary or secondary skills?
I'm not sure what you mean exactly.
So in your database, you have separate data types where primary, secondary skills.
And third. Yeah.
So I'm wondering if you can, I'm wondering if you considered, since they're all the same like master set of skills, if you considered making it one data type, and then that data type has a type on it. So skills as a data type, and then it has a type on it that's set to primary, secondary, or I don't know what the third one was, but
because later for the primary skill, he should add some pictures. For the secondary skills, he will add some other data types. Yeah, he liked it more separated.
Okay.
Because after it, he wanted to do it himself, so he asked me to make everything as easy as possible.
True.
So that's the reason why, because the different data are different for each type of skill.
Okay.
That's why I asked if you considered it. I figured you had.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, the only way is to do it like this. So only do a search for users.
Okay.
Okay, so search for users. Or okay, but sorry, 1 second. What is the main search that you are using for that in the repeating group? So we will pull that main search maybe.
But yeah, I have my filter here. So normally it should not more than 200 users in the beginning.
Okay. But
So
can you
I can
select
show
the repeating group of this oh, there are the
yeah, it's over
users.
here.
Okay, this is the main search, right?
Yes, and they
Can
have
I
already a
save?
lot of things.
Okay, I am checking all the. Okay, this infield contains get queue. User type open. Okay, it seems very nice. Can you delete this condition, please?
The last one.
Yes. And then go to data source and copy that search, please.
Yes. My computer is a bit slow for the moment, but
right click, copy expression. Can you go to the pop-up again?
Yes. Where it is here.
And yes, paste it there. And rename this first, and rename this to like var users main search.
Where here?
Yes, var users main search. So this will be your main search, and you try to add all the possible easy filters there when that you can retrieve them from the database and without filtering on the client side. How you know that it is filtering on the client side? Because you need to use the filter, not a constraint. Can you click on search for users?
Yes.
And try to add filter it. Click there, please.
Yeah, I click, but we have.
Oh yeah, in more. When you type filter it, this means that Bubble first retrieve all the data that you did in the search for users, and then when it downloaded it on the user's computer on the browser, then the browser is responsible to filter that, right? So this search is now being done in the client search. Okay, so just was to explain you this. Can you delete the filter it? Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so this is your main search. Can you make this repeating group smaller? Maybe the height, can you turn it to 50 maybe? Yeah. And maybe more less weight too.
Sure.
Yeah, something like this. And you can add a text above it so you can remember the name of it, and you can name it the same, because later it will be very difficult for you to know what is this and will be a nightmare like clicking on each repeating group. You can copy the same name from the repeating group, copy and paste to keep it very similar.
This is one of the things that I absolutely adore about working with Juan as a dev, is he has the most organized apps, and it makes it so much easier later.
Thank you. It crashed?
No, sorry, I was waiting.
Okay, don't worry. Okay, so can you group both maybe in a group so you can copy it and paste it, and copy only a group?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Can you copy and paste it, and later you can make it more clean and more beauty.
Yeah.
And maybe you can add it to the next, or below. Now this repeating group, can you click on the data source of the new repeating group and clear this and type var user main search. So basically until now, first rename this one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
As just
This will be
second.
the filter. Yes. Let's say this will be var maybe users to display, for example. This will be like your result after doing filters.
Okay.
Maybe can you type maybe var at the beginning so you can find it later.
Yeah.
Okay. And select in the data source, select the initial search, var main search. You can type main, for example. And you will say me Juan, but this is the same. I am retrieving the same data source. And yes, unless this will be like a kind of traffic cop. We will not use or a car. Let's say you have a Mustang with a super engine, but you are on a traffic. So you will not use all your engine unless you need it. So you will say, okay, the data source will be the same. So yes, click list of users. Can you click there, please? List of users.
Yeah,
there.
it's clicked.
Click.
It's just waiting.
It is thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
And we will add a condition that when your state.
Okay, there it is.
Okay. And now we will add a condition and we will say, okay, there is no traffic. I can accelerate at the max. So let's use the complete engine. So can you go to the conditionals there and add a condition? And we will do this advanced search that will be slower than the other ones, but we will do it only when the user selected that states. So only when, where is stored the states?
On the main search here. Oh no, sorry. Search container. Yeah, here.
Okay.
And then here it is the primary skill, selected primary skill it's called.
Select
Should
it,
I select
please.
it? Yeah.
So only when the user select more than one, so count greater than 0, we will change that data source and we will begin doing different searches, right? So you will not force Babel to do a search, like a more complex search, unless you need it to make it faster, your app. So then you will change the data source. Select there, please.
Yeah, and
data source. And you will also retrieve the main search. So you will use the same search that you were using previously, but now we will filter on the client side that. And add a new constraint. And there you will use a function that is called advanced. So click there, please, to add a new constraint.
Yeah.
And there you will type advanced, please. And now you will use this user. So Babel will compare two lists. Each user's lists of skills with the selected skills from your current user, right? The user that is selecting the states.
Yeah.
So this user means these users means each user in the database. So
Okay.
each user in the database, list of primary skills.
Mm,
So you are telling Bubble, okay, go to the database, and for each user, show me the list of primary skills. This is okay. This is a list. Now you will say, okay, and compare it, and you will compare it with the other list, that is the state. And how you compare it with the function intersect. Can you type intersect, please? And now the state. Where is the state, please? In the search something. Yeah, there.
and then,
List. Yeah, there. So
That's the
Bubble
list.
now is comparing the two lists, right? The selected ones by your user with the list of skills of all your users in the database. And now how you will know that they match? When this intersects, count.
Yeah.
The count of matches is greater than 0. So if Bubble, when Bubble compares them, Bubbles found, yeah, matches, right?
Yes.
And now can you go to the repeating group, that is the one that is called RG?
Yeah, the basic one here.
Yes. And there you will replace that data source. Can you clear it, please? And you will type, guess what? What do you think you should type there? What
the last variation, this one, the filter user display.
But yeah, users to display. Do you see why the names are important? So you can later remind.
Yeah, indeed.
And can you go to the conditionals that I will want to check if you have maybe something changed the data source or yeah. Okay, so when tab from page.
Yeah, then I just show the favorite job seekers you saved with when you click on the heart.
Okay, can you delete?
Can we test
1
it?
second?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Maybe, but 1 second. Can you do right click in one of the in the corners of the repeating group and do right click? But no, in the repeating group. Click there and select right click. Now right click there.
But I'm not in the repeating group.
Yes, don't worry. Do a right click there. No, but select first parent there, right click.
Yeah.
There, right click, select first parent. Below, in the middle, maybe. There, no, above, more.
Yeah.
There is your repeating group. But I need you to click, please, on one of the corners in the squares. There, right click. And copy conditional formatting. What we will do there is copy conditional formatting, is to copy all of those conditions that you have already. So we later can paste them again there. I want to delete them to test it, and then we will paste it again.
Yeah,
to
okay,
test,
perfect.
First of all, the main search, just to, yeah. For now, it will compare only the initial first skills, the primary skills. Will not work for the other.
Yeah, but that's fine. Then I will
So
an ID. Okay, so first I will start with these. So these filters are still working, so that's fine. Okay, these are all working perfect. Okay, but they sometimes you need to get these one. Everybody have it. So I'm checking. Okay, perfect.
And
It
select
looks,
another one, please. Let's select, for example, I don't know, someone that you know that.
business analyst.
Okay, so it should show every.
No, it's only
primary.
working for one because here this one have okay, but they have both. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, business analyst only.
But it is restricting it, right? Not making it bigger. And you wanted it bigger, right? Bigger the search.
Well, the
No,
first
but it's,
one you
it's
select
making it
will-
bigger,
will-
so that's fine. It's making it bigger. So that's what it should do. Yeah, it's making it bigger, so that's fine.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
Tonya,
if
you want to say something?
Oh, I was just going to say the first one that you select is going to make it smaller, and then it'll get bigger from there.
Yeah, indeed. Exactly.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And for the other ones, you will do the same, but you will only use, for example, can you go to your bar to display?
The pop-up?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, first I will rename.
No, there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you cannot select a secondary skill if you first of all not selected the primary, right?
Exactly.
So what I will do will be to add another conditional there. There, copy and paste it. Copy this one and paste it.
Now I remove
You will not lose
previous,
no.
my previous conditions.
No, but
No,
just
that's
in case.
saved to a different clipboard.
Okay.
But just in case, let's go to the repeating group that you had previously. You can type in the top bar. In the top bar near to edit, a little bit above, a little bit more, there, no, at the left, there. Type RG, and you will select your repeating group. Oh, first close the pop-up, click in the outside the pop-up. Yeah, and now do this the same. Yeah. No, it will not work. You need to go to the squares in the corners, right click, paste conditional formatting, conditionals. Yeah, there. Okay, there you will have your conditions again. But be careful because these ones will be changing your main search. It will rewrite your search because it is changing the search in this repairing group, right? You should
but that's
update this in your. Okay, you may update the main search with that. Yeah, you can play with it.
Yeah, indeed.
And now, please go to pop-up A again. To the second there. Yep.
Okay.
And we will use this only when the primary skills are greater than 0 Oh, but maybe you can do it with select secondary skills, because will be 0 if they haven't selected more than one, right?
Yeah, indeed.
Mm,
Because here, this
yeah,
one I
maybe
changed to
if you have
the secondary.
secondary. And the order of these conditions is very, very important. If bubble, the way it works is bubble will use the last of them, sorry. The one that is in the bottom. If they are like being similar or triggering the similar thing, the bubble will use the last one. For example, you say, if current user is logged in, I don't know, color green. But then you have also a condition below it that is current user, I don't know, row is client, color red. For bubble, a user that you can retrieve the color is our user that maybe is logged in. So if you are using the current user is logged in, right? So
Yeah.
it will show you the red, not the green, because the second condition is below it, right?
Okay.
When they are not using the same thing, for example, I don't know, when current date time is greater than something, I don't know, bold, it will set bold, and the other one is the role, so it will not interfere or will not cause any conflicts, right, with the other one.
Perfect. That's clear. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. Now, can you go please to filter it? And don't delete this one, because you still need this one, because people can select more than one filter of the primary selection, right? And you should filter by that. Now you will add a filter in top of that. There. And you can copy the a new constraint.
Yeah, it's
and you should advance it. Please select advance it and copy this expression and paste it. But what I think will be, this should restrict your search now, because if you select the primary skill and you are filtering, it should show all the secondary skills users in that search. But if you select only one of them, you should restrict it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's check how it behaves with this.
Okay.
Can you preview the page?
These are reloading it. Yes. Okay, so these are all the user. That's perfect. Okay, so all the users have this, so that's fine.
But now it will show you only the ones that have UI development, because it will make no sense to show, like, make bigger your search if you are like, if you have it completely.
No, indeed, but I guess for the secondary skill, we can make it a bit smaller again, and then from here going bigger. So if we select another secondary skill like full stack development, now it should make it bigger if there are any users that have this in their database. So I guess this is perfect. I'm not.
Can you scroll down a little bit? Yeah.
I have no idea which. Oh, here.
Oh,
this is secondary skill that someone has. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is perfect. Then I can do the third one myself. I just.
But you should do
again.
with another condition. Sorry. You should copy the second condition,
Yeah,
paste
indeed.
it. Mm-hmm.
Paste condition. So it's third skill, count it, and is it bigger than 0? Then we should filter it. Then with the advanced. Oh.
Ya va, Paquito. Un segundo. Ya va, mi amor. Cálmate.
Primary. It's first skill.
My dog is crazy now.
I love Paco. Hi, Paco. Are you at the office?
Okay.
No, I'm now in home. Okay,
good.
so third skill, intersect. Okay, yes. And do you see that each one of them is more filtered, but you will do only this when you need it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't
indeed.
do this when you don't need it, because if not, your searches will begin slower, right?
Yes.
And can you go again to your main search, please? Because you were asking me about the name, how you do it without the plugin, like the fuzzy search.
Yeah. So for the moment, but not sure if it's gonna work. So no, also now it's not working. So I can definitely remove it. But what I want, if you type in here some names, so here it calls employer. If I type this, it should show up. It's strange, don't show it up.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
that you will have not too much users, let's make it work.
But yeah,
so,
we can, if there's a better solution.
Yes, don't worry. I can, for now it will work, and then you can change it for a regular function in Bubble, like to filter by name, contains, and this. But the issue with that is that Bubble will not show you results for yeah, like the fuzzy search that search a lot of things. The fuzzy search is searching for 3 fields there, right?
Yeah, indeed.
And it shows you even if the name is bad spelled, right? If you type, I don't know, Juan with accent or without accent or something like that, or yeah, or without bronc. Yeah, so let it works for now with that, so you don't change too much your search. Can you go to the pop-up A, please? Or no, sorry, to RG in the top bar. Can you go in the top there? RG users. Yeah, how was your conditional there? In the conditional. So copy this condition and remove it from there, please.
Here, going to the pop-up.
1 second. You will want to keep that condition now in this one, maybe. Let's remove it from there too. Can you remove it, this other one too, please? Don't worry that we have it copied, so don't worry. Remove condition, please. No, remove it, please. And go to the pop-up. And in the main search, please. Right click in the repeating group, please. Paste conditional formatting. There. And go again to the conditions and delete the first one.
The first one?
Yeah. Sorry, maybe we didn't need it, but I would just wanted to make sure that we are using the same conditions that before. So it was like to prevent any issue. Can you go to appearance again, please? Yes. There in data source, yeah. Search for users. Okay, no, we will not use that. Can you go to var to users to display? Sorry,
Sorry, to where?
to the other repairing group, to the second one, please. No. We will add a temporary variable in the middle of these two ones. So can you copy the group, the complete group? Maybe, yes, this one. Can you copy it, please, and paste it?
Yes.
And you can paste it at the next of main search, maybe, because this will be like the second step of the search. Let's find a name for that repeating group. Maybe this repeating group will be var filter names and job title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like this.
Yeah. And rename this there. Rename the repeating group, please.
Yeah. I will copy it from here. Oh, okay, that's done.
Can you now remove the conditionals at the top of it? All of them, because those conditionals are only for your, yeah.
Yeah, he's removing all of them.
And now you will filter appearance. Can you go to appearance? You will use your main search, but filter it. Can you click filter, please? Filter it. And now, please add a new constraint, please.
Yes.
And can you type, please, unique ID?
Okay.
Is in.
Yeah.
And now, how it is named your fuzzy search? It is called search, if I'm not wrong. Search and autocorrect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Select this one, and then matches.
Matches. Okay.
That is the list of results that you pull from there, and this is users, and then unique ID. And now we will need to update the list to display. Your list to display the third repeating group. Sorry,
where?
The repeating group below it. This one will not be the main search. Will be. Can you go to appearance, please? And will be name
this one
job.
with this one.
Yeah, and you may want to update the other ones in the conditionals. Yeah. var these ones. So you are creating like a sequence of filters. Do you see? And you are tackling each filter, each one per each one, but you try to do the hard job from the server side in your main search.
Okay, that's a smart solution.
Thank you. Okay, now 1 second, go to the second step again, please. In the, there. And add a condition there. Copy this expression, this data source, and we will do the same. Copy this expression and delete the filter, please.
Okay.
So to do the same, right? So we will use this one only when needed, right? So keep the initial result will be the main search. So delete the filter. Yeah. Sorry for too much steps, but Yeah, I forgot
No,
that I
no,
need to
it's
update it.
nice. Why is not?
Search list of users. You need to.
Okay, sorry.
And in the condition there, there will be only when the search box is not empty, maybe
Wait, okay.
when the user types something there.
Yeah,
How
I
is
have
the
to
name
check
of
the
the input?
name. No ID. I will.
Input search freelancers.
It's easier.
Is not empty. Value, sorry, select first
Value, sorry. Yeah, of course.
And then is not empty.
It's already late here.
Don't worry, it's not there. So only when this happens, you will use this filtering extra from there.
Okay. From here, I guess the data source.
Right click, paste. Yeah. And with this, your third repeating group, that is users to display, will be pulling these dynamic conditionals too, because you are referring to that variable, right?
Yeah.
So you don't need to care about that after that. And this should work. Let's test it.
Perfect.
The favorite ones condition, you should keep it in the main repeating group in the RG something, because you want to replace any filters, right? Or you want to filter on top of that favorite ones.
No, if you go to there, then also the sidebar is gone. So that's fine.
Okay, that's fine. So you should keep it there. Don't move it to the pop-up, okay?
Yeah.
And can you type something there in the search?
No, but I guess it's something with the thing that's not working, the fizzy. For some reason, this give any. But it's here.
Okay.
We can remove all of these, and then it will work, I guess. Maybe we can here also, let's say, the main.
Oh yeah, for sure,
variation.
for sure.
But then the main, of course. It's the users. Okay. Yes. Perfect.
Perfect. And then on top of that, use the skills, please.
Yeah, but there is only one. If I type my name, healthcare, not. They have all healthcare, so that's not good.
So select, for example, healthcare, please.
Yeah, but they have all of three have it. So.
Okay.
That's the reason why. But software engineer.
Data stage no.
Yeah.
Data stage no. So select data stage. And then, yes,
UI,
but you have only
example.
2 results.
Yeah, but that's perfect.
And add a second one, like UI development, maybe. But to select UI, you need software, yeah. And then UI, please. Perfect. You see?
It's perfect. And then if I do it here with HTML.
And now Ajax.
Yeah, sorry, I don't make the buttons work, but I can do it later. That's fine. It will work. All your other things are also working, so I guess this will work.
Okay. I hope it.
Perfect. Thank you so much for all the
Don't
information.
worry.
It's helped me so much.
Yeah, that
No
was an
worries.
awesome one. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you.
That was really awesome. All right. I think we'll go ahead and wrap up office hours for tonight, but we're going to be back here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Pablo and Justin will be with us, and hopefully our regular Wednesday members will be coming, and we have a new member who will be joining us tomorrow morning as well. So thank you
Ooh,
everyone for
exciting.
tuning in, and we will be back tomorrow, and yeah, see you then.
Perfect. Have a nice day.
All right,
Okay.
bye,
Bye.
Sonia.
Bye bye.